Legend of Zelda, the serious gaming franchise where you go after some weird man with crazy powers. He's also got like a weird fish head. We also have this, which is bizarre and very odd. Who thought this was a good idea? It's an amazing idea, but the initial thought is like, what is this and why is it so amazing? It's kind of lateral thinking, but who would think this would be an item in a Zelda game? What's going on? Hello, my name is Rabbidluigi and welcome back to Let's Play Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD. In the last episode, we did more of the Arbiter's Grounds. We are right at the end. We got the spinner, which is this ridiculous item, which is basically a Beyblade, and that's fine by me, because, you know, I used to have a decent amount of interest in Beyblades, and I used to have like an arena. I remember getting like one Christmas having an arena and like 2 Beyblades, and me and my sister trying to destroy the Beyblades. It's a very odd toy, really, because you try really hard to destroy the other one, which is good from a marketing standpoint, because if you do destroy one, like really trash it up, you gotta buy a new one. So it's kind of a self-fulfilling, I don't know, it's kind of clever. Anyway, we're gonna fight the boss of this dungeon. He's kind of a skeleton, but don't worry, that won't last long, because what we have is nothing at the moment, but give it time. We got Zant. Hello, Zant. It's been a long time. You should have written. You still live. How astonishing. No wonder. Oh, what happened there? But this is truly a bittersweet reunion. Truly. Why is it doing without me? For I fear this is the last time I will see you alive. That has a little green thing saying I can press A to move on the text, but it just did it on its own. You know, that's fine. You got a giant sword. That's fun. It's got magic things. This is, what's about to happen. It's quite a lot of fun. I wouldn't say this is my favorite boss fight in the game. I would say this is the best boss fight in the game. Because it just keeps going and keeps getting better. Because this is absolute craziness. How would you use the spinner in such a way that you could get a good boss fight out of it? How would you do that exactly? Well, I'm glad you asked, because this is just magnificent in every way. This is beautiful and ridiculous. A bit kind of overly grandiose for a dungeon which is supposed to be a creepy dungeon. I mean, this isn't really scary. It's a Twilight fossil Stalord. The Lord of the Stow Children. Is that the race of the people? I don't know. But what we need to do, one of these, this is absolutely absurd and amazing. There's some kind of, like, soldiers. What are these? I don't know. We're gonna do that. That will crush your spine very slowly. I'm on the track around the outside. The spinner, ultimately, it's a weird idea for an item, but oh my god, it's fun. I don't think we can really drown in this quicksand, I feel. So we have enough momentum to really get through to this side. How did the spinner get to the other side? Absolute magic, that's what. Okay. 2 hits down. This isn't all we gotta do. There's an awful lot of these soldier people. It's an awful lot of these soldier boys. How are they doing this? Oh no, that was bad. I kind of had that almost. Okay, and one of those. That makes it more interesting. Quite a few of those. Look how many there are. We've got to pick our moment correctly. Like here, and then jump, and then fight. No, a little bit hard to direct where you go, which is fine. Get back on here. Jump off again. Go through the soldiers. Oh, they got another band of soldiers. No. Okay. That's fine. We need some trickiness to this boss. No, went past it. No, okay. We still have enough momentum for some reason to get all the way from one side of this pit to the other. Now then, round. Oh, that was close. I think we can't go through them. I know we can't go through them, but I'm wondering if we can hit one of them and then come back and have that one not be there anymore, like so. Now that's not going to be there anymore. These are technically enemies as well. That's a bit weird. Okay, that is exactly what we need to do. That's good. I forgot. Gonna go like no. Okay, there's like two of them there now. Your bodyguards, you're rather large for very small bodyguards. Look, there's a big hole. Oh, the 7-10 split, and I couldn't do anything about it. Oh, I should have taken advantage of that. Okay, no, that was a bad shot. That's fine. I may be doing not ideally well at this boss fight. Okay, that's the biggest problem. I may not be doing amazingly well at this boss fight yet. But, no, I didn't press it in time. That was, finish the sentence. I may not be doing incredibly well, but this is a lawful lot of fun. This is a very unconventional boss fight. There we go. A very different boss fight for a Zelda game, and I appreciate the creativity. The design's okay. It's nothing spectacular, but that's okay. Great boss fight. Fantastic. Now then, The cutscenes coming up next are quite long, and that's a reason why I waited until this episode to actually do the boss fight, because it is quite long, and there's rather a lot going on, so I don't know how long the episode would have been, but you know, the boss fight isn't particularly long, but we won't worry about that. What we should worry about is the stuff which happens next, because it's quite a long cutscene and all that sort of stuff. We want to use one of these. This is going to be quite a long... I feel like we might be here for a while, because this is... we're doing a lot of things with this. We're going to make a lot of platform happen. There we go. There's a lot of platform. It's almost like we're making another arena. Why would we do that? We've done the boss fight, so, you know, a bit confusing. I mean, I'm sure there's a reason. I'm sure there's a reason of some sort. I just don't know what it is. I've never played this game before. Whatever. Okay, so, stage 2. I can't imagine there were too many people who thought that we were done after stage 1. You're gonna push me off, and I take no damage, which is fun. Well, you know what's even more fun? Oh, this is good. This is very fun. Very, very fun. Slightly annoying in the fact that, also, you can also hear... You can hear the fire boss theme from Ocarina of Time. This game really likes Ocarina of Time. It really does. It's like its favorite Zelda game or something. I want to go now, so I don't die. This one is static. The other one goes up in a spiral, which is fine. He's gradually getting closer, which is also fine. So we can do that. We can go across and get to him like so. Fantastic. I also have, like 2 fairies, and I also used a fairy, because I had time, and they respawn, so there's no worry about me dying, so that's good. I'm getting a lot of hits on this guy, but I presume it still takes 3 combos, so, you know, 9 rounds of doing that, and now we got these spiky things to worry about. That's fine. Ascending this middle column can be kind of tricky. I'm listening out for the sound of spinny things, or the sight of spinny things. The one on the outside, this one, isn't really... You don't go any higher with it. It's there for like a quick pit stop, so you can get back on this one. Where is this giant head I'm looking for? Can be rather hard to climb it, because... There we go. Hello, Star-Lord. You look slightly strange as a head. That new diet's working out great. You look very thin. It could be interesting because we ran out of space, really. That's fine. This boss fight is not quite as simple as you think. He's also going to try and hit me while I'm down here. That's not a good thing. I want to make the climb. At least now, he was coming closer, so he might get him quicker. I don't know. The spinny things make this a lot more awkward than it would otherwise be, basically. I mean, it's a fun boss fight. This is hands down the best boss fight in the game. Not my favorite, because I have personal love of a different boss fight we are yet to see in this game. But that's fine, because that's also good. It's good to have more good boss fights. It's good to have the problem where you don't know, or not that I don't know, but it's good to have the problem where, you know, it's not quite cut and dry what the best boss fight is. I mean, it is, because I know which one is. This is the best boss fight. What am I saying? Oh, I ran out of room again. Okay, that was actually not supposed to happen, but something happened. I'm not sure what happened, but something happened. I don't think I'll get a finish for you, because your weak spot is slightly more elevated than perhaps it should be. It only took me 2 combos, or 6 combos, but twice over, or 2 lots of 3 combos. I don't know. How would you... That's weird. That's a weird sight. How would you... How would you quantify that? That's, had an awful lot of momentum from my sword swings there. I'm not going to question it. I'm not going to deny that that was amazing. We get a heart container for that, which is amazing as well. And the sword fell out. The sword is actually Xant's sword. He uses it in Hyrule Warriors. I think it's like his best sword in that game. He has 2 of them, because, you know, you might as well dual wield if you got the opportunity to. We don't get, of course, a piece of fused shadow at the end of this, which is kind of interesting.
Alright, Jackass, let's go. We're close to the Mirror of Twilight.
We are indeed. We're very close, and we've got a heart container. Let's not ignore that fact. We have 12 hearts. Oh, God. Oh, it wasn't that long ago we had 8, and we're still kind of vulnerable to enemy attacks. We now have not a buffer, not a real, like, we're not much stronger, but it feels it. As soon as you get that second row of hearts, you feel more confident in what you are kind of capable of. We're also outside. We're on the outside of the temple. I love temples which actually have some kind of purpose to them. Have, like, more of a purpose than just being a hole in a wall somewhere. It's got architect... It's actually got clever architecture. I can't even say that word. That's not a hard word to say. It's got kind of clever architecture texture. That's not even... whatever. We won't care about it. There's a weird statue here. There were a few weird statues. This is the mirror chamber. You can see where we're going with this already. You know, it's lucky we had them... oh, this is... I forgot about it, clearly, but this is important because we come back here a couple of times. How many dungeons can you think of that have one of these occasions? 5 of them. That's fun. I'm going to become a wolf for this one. I don't fancy my chances of taking these guys on as a human. Now this is probably where we want to go with like 2 and 3 or something. Actually reminds me of music, weirdly. I'm not going to get too much into music because... When you get into like the technicalities of music, it's like, oh, you music nerd, kind of. That's almost what it is. But if there's ever a piece of music that has the meter of 5/4, which is 5 beats to a bar, you're like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then another one at the end. You deal it in amounts of 3 and 2, basically. So either do 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, whatever. That's a weird tangent to go on. Let's ascend this statue of our spinner. Again, if we didn't get this, I'm not sure how we do this. As we go, this is going to be interesting because they're going to go like, stop, maybe, that'll do. And then we do this. Keep spinning. Keep doing those, like, lunges. Kind of lunges, not very convincing lunges. Keep doing them nice and quick. Yes, this is probably good. Might hurt your calves after a while, I'm not sure, but the things we do in pursuit of the Mirror of Twilight and trying to stop Zant and trying to save Hyrule, the things we do, the places we go, the things we see. Lots of things. Anyway, so this is kind of... It's all still the temple, kind of. I'm not sure how I would do this. Those chains don't look like they are attached in a proper manner. But anyway, we won't care about that. Nice work, guys! Spinner is amazing! I will convert you to the Church of the Spinner. Absolutely. Anyway, let's get out of business. It's what we came here for. Let's don't make some noise. Do some damage. All those weird things. Except, as you can see, someone kind of busted it. That's a bit inconvenient. A little bit inconvenient. Ever so slightly inconvenient. Just tiny bit inconvenient. A little bit massively inconvenient. That's, you know, that's kind of annoying. There's one here. We got like a bit of it. What can you do with a bit of it? Can you fix it? Let's get some glue. We're gonna need some glue, aren't we? I'm gonna need a voice for you people. Oh no, I need to clear my throat, clearly. This is very strange.
A dark entity lurks in the twilight. It houses an evil power.
I think the spirit voice will work.
You who are guided by fate, you who possess the crest of the goddesses, hear us.
Yes, indeed.
At the command of the goddesses, we sages have guarded the Mirror of Twilight since ancient times.
I need to cough!
You seek it, but the Mirror of Twilight has been fragmented by mighty magic.
Mighty magic?
That magic is a dark power that only he possesses.
Who is he? He is a bad person, I'm sure. Your faces are very confusing.
His name is...
Very confusing. Oh, I thought you were headless. That was scary.
Ganondorf.
Ah, there's a name drop! He's in this game too! Who didn't know that? Who legit didn't know he was in this game? Can't be many.
He was the leader of a band of thieves who invaded Hyrule in the hopes of establishing dominion over the sacred realm.
Nice horse! Oh god, the horse.
He was known as a demon thief, a wielder of evil magic renowned for his ruthlessness.
Nice horse! Where can I get one of them? I'd like a black horse with armor and red eyes. You kidding me? I'd trade your ass out for that any day of the week.
But he was blind.
Not actually blind. That would actually be quite an achievement for disability to overcome that.
In all of his fury and might, he was blind to any danger, and thus was exposed, subdued, and brought to justice.
And chained to a giant rock. Bit of an inconvenience, I can imagine. Maybe if he's strong enough, he can just make the rock fall over. Got magic sword. Magic sword power. What are you gonna do with it? Where are you gonna put a magic sword? Let's be honest here. It's a good shot. It's a bit morbid. Stab him in the abdomen. Gonna hurt. You should start bleeding.
Yet.
It's got magic power. It's quite an inconvenience for everybody involved. Really is. You can't kill a god. Or a magic man. Or a crazy man. Or all of the above. You can be all of them at the same time. Why would you give him power? I mean, it makes sense, because it's rather useful for the means of doing so.
By some divine prank, he too had been blessed with the chosen power of the gods.
Yeah, it's not gonna end well. No, not really. No, needs stronger chains. Stronger chains! Otherwise you're gonna die. Yep. That's the Triforce of Power at work. He's an angry man with, like, funky teeth. Doesn't even care about a sword in the chest. That's a crazy man. Crazy angry man. It actually looks a lot more feral in this version. I'm not sure if his eyes are always like a solid color, like they were just then, but it kind of looks cool. It's more convincing. Also, if you're Ganondorf right now, and clearly they're doing something with this magic mirror. Magic mirror's a different thing, that's a Kirby game. If you're doing something with the magic mirror, you would try and stop that. You would try something. You're a strong guy. Not be overcome by this. You would fight through this. You wouldn't take this for no. You don't. No. Anyway, he was fun. He's now trapped in the stone. He's in the stone. That's what I'm gonna go with. Looks like you left a hole in there. Is that right? What happened with that stone? Anyway, he killed one of the sages, which is out of do they have like a I don't know. Is that related to like the? It is. He killed Rauru.
His abiding hatred and lust for power turned to purest malice.
I mean, you're not really like normal. You're not like the stuff from Ocarina of Time.
Perhaps that evil power has been passed on to Zant.
How did he do that? He's in the Twilight realm.
You're just now figuring out where Zed got his power. It's far too late.
Can't be pessimistic.
Only the true leader of the Twilight can utterly destroy the Mirror of Twilight, so Zant could nearly break it into pieces.
He's a false king.
Once broken by magic, the Mirror of Twilight became fragments, which even now lie hidden across the land of Hyrule.
Quite convenient that they are hidden. You couldn't just be like stuck in the ground somewhere.
One is in the Snowy Mountain Heights.
Didn't we hear about Snowy Mountain?
One is in an ancient grove.
Didn't we go to an ancient grove?
And one is in the heavens.
We didn't go to the heavens, so we don't know where that is, but I'm pretty sure we know where the others are.
You have been sent by the goddesses. You should be able to gather the 3 pieces.
There's a determination about that look in his jackass's face. We're gonna do it.
But you should be prepared, for a dangerous power resides in those fragments.
I'm sure we won't be able to see how dangerous they are. It's like Lord of the Rings all over again. Goodness. Okay, are we done now? If we are, we've got 3 minutes left. There's not a lot we can do, but I'm pretty sure there are, like, maybe one thing I can do? I'm unsure. I'm gonna meet you in a very strange place. Now, this is backtracking. I have to do this at some point. I've got to get the Miiverse stamp in here, and I'm pretty sure it's in this room. I'm not entirely sure where in this room. I have a map, which might tell me it's in the corner. Whereabouts in the corner? Fine question. I feel like we might need to go somewhere. Good question. Nice hustle. We're gonna go... I have to get the Miiverse stamps. It's the grim reality we face that I can't ignore them. Can you go in the water? Thank you very much. Even if I rolled in a way, which didn't quite help me. That didn't really clear my throat at all. We could just swim through here. I'm pretty sure that's all we need to do. I don't think we need, like, the iron boots or anything else. We could have probably got this when we were here last, but I forgot to do it, and that's a mild inconvenience. Maybe I'm thinking, since we got, like, 2 minutes left, I only used up a minute of my time to get the A stamp, which is nice. I'm gonna meet you somewhere interesting. Because if you're gonna pick up the spinner, you might as well use it in a way where you can have fun. This is, as you can clearly see in the bottom left, a small corner of Hyrule Field, which is previously covered up by a bomb or a bombable rock or something. And this is pretty crazy. The problem is, the spinner doesn't have a lot of uses outside of its own dungeon. But when it does have uses, it's a lot of fun. I will admit, it's an awful lot of fun, and you get to do the kind of puzzles you would never be able to do in any... Okay, that didn't quite work. You'd be able to do puzzles that you'd never be able to do in any other Zelda game, really. I mean, maybe you could. Maybe you'd have a different type of item that follows a track, but this is a lot of fun. I mean, I remember this being kind of hard to get going, and not really get going, but kind of hard to... It's a little precise, and you don't have that much control over where you go. You get a bit, you can jump, kind of. You can jump away, which is maybe a use or some sort, like now. And no, that was too high. Something like that one. No, we're going the wrong direction. Oh, there we go. That's what I wanted to do. And then we jump, and then we jump back, and then we jump, and then we jump back, and then we jump again, because I can't see, which is not very helpful. Camera, please help me. One more jump, and then we find ourselves in a small, secluded area of Hyrule, which will give us, as I'm sure you're aware by the fact that I gave this some importance, a heart piece. Fantastic work. Anyway, this has been Rabbidluigi. This has been Let's Play Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD. Don't take damage. That was a stupid thing to do. And in the next episode, I don't think there's a lot we can do with the spinner, so there's not a lot we can do as, like, added, like, overworld stuff we can do in between dungeons, but I'll maybe find one or two things we can do. I think there might be a few heart pieces we can get, but ultimately I think we're going to try and continue the story, which means we've got to put things in place that we can go to the next area in the game, which is one of the areas the sages was talking about. We're going to go collect bits of a mirror, so we're going to do that in due time. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.